Hey, what's up? Back again, Doc Z in the house. Back again for another week of tarot readings. And this week, we're going to be focusing on Gemini. The air sign. Very windy outside. Very direct, very logical, very cerebral. What does the week look like for that Gemini? Who loves to communicate, and when he's not communicating, when she's not communicating, it's not good because they love to communicate. So if you get to a point with a Gemini and they're not talking to you, you're in trouble. So the week is January 19th through the 25th, 2020. And let's see what the week is looking like. So the theme, it looks like we see the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, generally it's a seven, so seven represents advancement, improvement. So what we know already, I see a couple of sevens here, is that the energy for Gemini is about moving past or moving beyond where I am. I want to advance. I want to move. So we see that this is a sword sign or sword energy, which is very appropriate for Gemini energy because Gemini is an air sign, and air signs are associated with what? Swords. So we're in the right neighborhood. So this particular sword energy is in their head right now, and they are wanting to avoid some type of responsibility. There is a situation that you're in that you no longer want to be in anymore. So this can come in the form of some type of commitment, some type of responsibility. Sometimes this may come up in the form of a relationship. Sometimes this may come up in the form of an actual career or a job. But if you're actually serving in some type of capacity, some type of role that you have, that you are no longer wanting to exist in anymore. And so we see you tiptoeing away, trying to avoid this responsibility. Sometimes this card comes up when you're cheating and you're in a relationship and you're out there and you're dipping into other pools. It's because you're tiptoeing away. I'm not saying that you're cheating or anything. I'm just saying this is a sign of avoidance, of not wanting a commitment, not wanting a responsibility. So that's the theme of the week. The theme of the week is tiptoeing away from something that is no longer, obviously you feel like this is no longer serving you anymore. Because if you did, it wouldn't be a feeling of, I'm not advancing. This feels like, I'm not advancing, I don't want this anymore. I want something else, moving beyond this point. So we see in the beginning of the week, we see another seven. We see the Seven of Wands. Wands are associated with fire energy. They're very passionate. It's very active energy. So it's an act of actually doing something. It's the creative energy. It's the power. And we see that you are going to be the Seven of Wands. And Seven of Wands, I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's like you're standing up for yourself. You are on your high mountain and you're standing up for your position, which is very interesting because this coincides with your rune reading for the week. And the rune reading that I did for you, the symbol was Tiwaz. Tiwaz. And basically Tiwaz is basically, I'm going to win some type of victory. There's some type of victory, some type of justice that I'm going to be seeking. And I'm going to be in this fight, some type of competition of some sort, and I'm going to win. So it's like you're in this fight and you're competing against some other energy, and this energy is basically pulling at you. It feels like a competing or some type of conflict here, but it indicates your strength, your will to succeed, because you're standing up for what it is that you want. And what we see is that there's no regrets because you are confident in terms of what it is that you want to experience now in this world. And you're standing up for what? You. And when you stand up for yourself, you don't have any regrets. And you're standing up for yourself because, what again? You want to move beyond the place that you're currently in. So we see in the middle of the week, we see the Page of Pentacles. So this lets me know, okay, this person has now got to the place where they are about to get practical. It's about planning. It's about preparation. It's about diligence. It's about actively making the sincere efforts to move towards your success. This is about tangible safety, tangible security. So whatever this advancement in the mind, this advancement in terms of these passions are now going to be transformed into actual physical, it's like physical activity, physical security, is very tangible. But this is a person who's very realistic, practical, down to earth, and it's about what's real, you know. We see towards the end of the week, I'm seeing the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is associated with our heart energy, our heart space. So there's something, some type of potential here related to heart. I don't know if this is like you're actively pursuing something that you love, pursuing something that you're passionate about. And maybe so that's the whole idea of I'm avoiding, I want to move beyond this particular place that I'm in. I'm going to stand up for what I want, because what I want is to pursue something that is in alignment with my heart space, with that I love. Because I'm seeing this Ace of Cups, it's like this is the maximum energy of the cups of love, and so overall feeling of it feels like an abundant energy for me. I see the Star card coming through, so it's like the Spirit of God nourishing you, reviving you, inspiring you. And now it's like you're charging with a clarity. It looks like a clarity. I'm seeing this another sword energy here. You're charging with a clear understanding of what it is that you want. And I believe also this is about, not only are you clearly defining what it is that you want to experience and what you're marching towards, you are expressing that too. And I'm seeing the Six of Wands here, and the Six of Wands is basically a sense of victory, a sense of success. I'm on my horse, I'm riding with my laurel wreath through the city on my horse in triumph. So it's about a sense of harmony and balance here. And we see the weekend, we see the Nine of Cups. So it's like, oh, my wishes have been fulfilled. I have a sense of real accomplishment now. But it's you felt accomplished before, it feels like it, but it's this type of energy is like icing on the cake. So now it's complete, you know. It's nine very intense energy, so it feels really good. And then, so I believe the lesson is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups really expresses instability, it expresses loss of some sort. But the reality is, all is not lost. So obviously, there's something that that's no longer in existence in your life anymore, and that could be the whole fact of the reality of, okay, I don't want this responsibility anymore. So that could transform itself or translate into an act of losing something, because this does represent a sense of loss, but it also represents a sense of gaining something too. Because when you look at this card, you see the Five of Cups. The person is grieving over the three cups that have been spilt before them. But if you look right behind them, there is two more cups that are still standing. So there's still something left. There's still something to work towards. And so we actually see you, again, this is amazing. We see the Eight of Pentacles. We actually see you working very hard towards your own personal development, towards your own personal growth. But this is something very tangible. So it's really this whole idea of advancement, improvement, harmony, and balance, but actual the goal is change and transition. And we see the Eight of Pentacles basically expressing to us, this is a time for change. This is a time for transition. And this is about you being practical and working hard and being honest. And but basically what I'm saying is I see the wheel of fortune in your favor, and I see you moving towards your highest good, towards your own advancement. But it's about you standing up for yourself, standing up for what you want, and expressing and being honest about what's no longer serving you this week. So it looks like a pretty good week for you. I'm pretty excited, Gemini. Yeah, that's all I got for you. So if you would like a specific reading from me, Doc Z, reach out to your boy. I do phone readings, I do video readings, I do in-person readings, I do all type of readings. And feel free to check out my reviews. And thank you as always for supporting. And I will see you again next week. Love and light. Namaste. Hotep Pu. Take good care. Bye-bye.